visualization. Did you bring your puppet today? Do you have your puppet? Anybody puppet anywhere? Okay, do you have your puppet? Okay, this isn't quite as fun if you were in the same room, but for right now, I'm waiting for some, okay, come on. I'm still waiting for, yes, good. Okay, all right, you have your puppet. Have your puppet do or say something to you. All right? How are you doing today? Pretty good. But where were those drops when you needed those? You needed to bring those down. Okay, all right, so how many of you were surprised about what your puppet said or did? You can put your puppets away. How many were surprised about what your puppet said or did? Oh, good. We don't have to have any late night sessions for these people. Okay, good, good, good. Why not? Why not? Because it came from you. Right? It was your idea. That's visualization. Visualization comes from you. So when I'm visualizing Jesus, I'm going to say me. Comes from me. Oh, let's just say inside. That's better. Comes inside me. Right? Visualization comes from inside. So this is what I can do. I can say, well, you know what? I like Jesus over there in that chair. And I'd like him to be wearing brown sandals. And I'd like him to be looking at me. And I'd like him to have a smile on his face. I'm visualizing. There's no surprise in that because I'm doing it. Right? Now, this can be helpful in certain circumstances. It's just not what we do. All right? So we visualize. I'm visualizing him over there. And I'm coming up with all the details. I'm going to come up with, I like him to say I love you. So I'm making it up. All right? Now, second one is guided imagery. This is guided imagery. Guided imagery is when someone, or you're reading or whatever, something from outside of you informs you about where Jesus is, right? So I'm working with someone and I'll just say, you can't find Jesus? Okay, just think about him in that chair over there. And just think about him having a white robe. And so I'm guiding their imagery. I'm telling them what to see, what to perceive. And so again, that can be helpful. It's just not what we do. That's coming from outside of you. Somebody else telling. The favorite one is, you're on a beach and the breeze is blowing and the waves are coming and you see Jesus at the end of the beach and he's coming toward you. And okay, so tell me what else is happening. All right, I've guided your imagery. There's a couple of groups that are doing, they take a chapter out of Luke and they visualize, it's guided imagery. They take that imagery and put themselves in it. And so it's actually a mixture of those two. And see what happens. We're not against that, we just don't do it. The last one is what we do. Is revelation. And revelation comes from God. When you look for Jesus, quite often I'm surprised. I'm surprised at what he's wearing. I'm surprised at looking at his face. I'm surprised where he is. Why? Because it didn't come from me and nobody else said it. It's just revelation from the Spirit. This is really one of the things, if you're surprised, it's like, he never does that. but today he has a crown of thorns. What's that about? Well, that's because the Spirit is showing you him rather than you making it up or someone else making it up. So what we want is revelation. Right? And how do you get that? Well, the Holy Spirit gives it to you and you receive it. All right, so we're working, if someone tells you, well, that's just guided imagery, or that's just, it's like, no, it's revelation from the Spirit.